Hey, Nadia.
Hi, everyone. Nicole, the video is not showing. Hi, everyone. Welcome to the webinar. Sorry, we're having a little bit of technical difficulties.
I'm sorry.
Nicole, if you want, let's not play the STEM Connector video. Let's play the other two videos then. Yeah.
Whether we realize it or not, we rely on the cloud for everything, from working remotely with colleagues to ordering delivery from our favorite restaurants, to securely communicating with our doctors. But what is the cloud? It is not nebulous magic, nor is it a single supercomputer. The cloud is a globally interconnected network of millions of computers in data centers around the world that work together to store and manage data, run applications, and deliver content and services. The Microsoft Cloud keeps your data protected across more global data center regions than any other cloud provider. From the United Kingdom to the United Arab Emirates, South Africa to South Korea. Go behind the scenes at a Microsoft Cloud data center to learn how our cloud works.
Streaming your favorite TV show. A first responder receiving a call. Storing files in the cloud. These seemingly disparate tasks are connected by one thing: data centers. Data centers are the backbone of modern life, powering our everyday lives. Data centers run all day, every day, to support the life-saving work of doctors, online education, mobile banking, helping you accomplish more with AI, and yes, almost everything else you may do on your smartphone. Our data centers power the Microsoft Cloud, where you can securely store your photos and documents, play Xbox games, video call with your family, and use apps from anywhere on any device. Within each data center, there are thousands of powerful computers called servers that allow your information to be ready whenever you need it, even if something unexpected happens, like a power outage. Microsoft operates hundreds of data centers around the world. And because we know data centers use energy and water, sustainability is one of our top priorities here at Microsoft. We're working hard to reduce our environmental impact. And as part of our data center community pledge, we're committed to working closely with local communities to support a sustainable future, create jobs and training programs, and be a responsible neighbor. We all rely on data centers to do the things we do every day. So next time you're streaming your favorite show or managing your online healthcare information, remember the data centers behind the scenes make it all possible.
Hello everyone and a very warm welcome. I'm Apurva Singh, the Regional Program Officer at the Asia Foundation. We are thrilled to have participation today from across the globe to our session titled Powering the Cloud Career Behind Microsoft Data Center. Today's session is being co-hosted in partnership with our Skills to Work program and Microsoft. I would like to welcome our guests and speaker today. Thank you so much for joining. Thank you to all the participants. Before we begin with the session, I just want to let everyone know that this session is being recorded. And if you would like to revisit it, you can find it on our YouTube channel. We'll be having a Q&A session at the end of this, but feel free to share your questions as it comes on the chat box. Thank you so much. I will pass it on to Nadia Subramaniam, my colleague and Director of Future Skills Alliance.
Thank you so much, Apurva. And once again, welcome to everyone, our distinguished speakers from Microsoft, as well as all of you participating from around the region. I just wanted to share a little bit about Apurva. Can you share my slides if you can? A little bit about the Future Skills Alliance and the Asia Foundation. So the Future Skills Alliance, generally, we're a collective impact platform that we think about bringing together diverse stakeholders from government to industry, civil service, civil society, and also community partners and academics. We work together to come up with relevant, tailored, and inclusive digital skilling programs that are delivered in a scalable and sustainable way, recognizing the need to address and influence not only national and regional policy priorities, but generally just close the digital skills gap. Through the program, we have multiple programs and multiple funders, but I would like to focus on two today: Skills to Work and STEM Connector. A lot of you might be familiar with STEM Connector as we run this webinar series on a regular basis. But STEM Connector is an integrated professional development program aimed to support young women across Asia. And generally, we have these monthly or bi-monthly webinars that are usually open to mostly women, but today it's quite special because we also have partners joining us or participants joining us from the other program, Skills to Work. STEM Connector has had a great impact across the region in the last year, and we're hoping to expand the program across different countries in next year. The kind of projects that we focus on are things like mentoring, speaker series, the workplace tours, and also there are available learning resources. I'll share with you in a little while how you can access all those. In terms of our other project, Skills to Work, it is a targeted upskilling program where we think about an area of expertise that is that is needed in the industry, and we prepare students for it. This includes preparations on foundation modules, preparations for the jobs, and also some soft skills. As much as possible, we try to get things like experts in the industry to talk about their experience and career pathways. We've been working across many countries in the past few years, including India and the Philippines. And this year, our program is focused on data center skills in Malaysia and Korea. All right. So through the project, like I mentioned, there are plenty of webinars that you can access. And Apurva, can I have the QR code? And what you can do if you would like to join the STEM Connector program is you can sign up with a QR code over there and join us on the platform. All right, so without much ado, I would like to introduce you to our speakers today. And today we've got a very interesting conversation. When we think about powering the cloud, we think about, I don't know, energy. But a lot of times I would like to reflect that the thing powering the cloud are the people behind it. So we have a unique opportunity to get a behind the scenes look of the Microsoft data centers. So I would like to welcome our speakers today, Yap, Lennox, Arda, and Abdul Salam from Microsoft. Thank you so much for joining us, and the floor's over to you, Yap.
Hey, thanks, Nadia. Good morning, good afternoon to everyone.
Please go ahead.
Morning, good afternoon, everyone. My name is Yap. I'm based in Malaysia, Kuala Lumpur here. I'm the person in charge to manage a data center operation at Malaysia now. My background, do you have a slide on that? Yeah. Okay. So together with me, I have my Linux, Ida, and Abdul Salam with me today to have a speaker to share some of their own expertise. Next. Okay, so my...
Sorry to interrupt. Sorry, Arda, we can't see the full screen of the slides. So maybe we can maximize it.
You have to share screen.
Is it because of this one?
Press the second one. With the book one.
I think this one because of I share this here.
Okay,
If you would like, I can also share my screen for your slides.
Nadia, can you share with for us?
Yeah, sure. Just
Yeah.
give me a second.
Thank you.
Yeah, you can just let me know when to slide from. Can you?
Yeah, thanks, Nadia. So this is the cover page. We have all the 4 speakers with me, led by me, Lennox, Aida, and Salam. Next, Nadia. So today we want to cover a bit the cloud, the more what we expect from the cloud is more than what we think about our internet. It's more than this is infrastructure and also a lot of things to support this cloud. Next, Nadia. Okay, this is a bit about my profile itself. I have a 20 year of experience operation management, more to POC managing banking and facility environment, right? So in data center alone, I have a 11-year data center managing experience, and I joined Microsoft since 2021. Right. Next. So this is a topic that we want to cover. Next, Nadia. The cover, right? So this cloud, when we talk about the cloud, many people talk about maybe it's the internet, but from our perspective, the data center infrastructure is the main big point to support this cloud, right? So later all my teammates will cover their own expertise from the critical environment perspective, logistic, and also the IT perspective to make a success for this cloud, right? Next, Nadia. So maybe we started is what is data center? Okay, so data center, as I mentioned, right, we need about a few parameters for us to run a data center. Number 1 is security. Number 2, we have a power and cooling and a network. Of 4, we talk about logistics. So this is what is the main big point of the data center that we want to cover in the next 30 minutes, right? To keep this infrastructure working and serve as a cloud, as the end product to all the users throughout the world, right? Next. So currently, Microsoft have a more present at a 60 region. Okay, today I'm based in Malaysia, so I will touch base a bit on Malaysia. We have a own build and also the lease site. We have all the about 13 sites in throughout Malaysia, but we are expanding. So we are talking about uptime, precision, redundancy, and how we sustain throughout the environment also. So all these factors will be incorporated during our design. Next. So this is the gist I want to focus behind this technology cloud, right? We run 24/7, thanks all the skilled workers with supporting infrastructure. We have a teamwork across the border, regional team, the various country and the background. So data center today, I want to emphasize again, we are not just talking about machine, we talk about the teamwork, problem solving, and some innovation, right? Next. So the skilled worker people that you want to touch, right? So I will hand over to my colleague, Linux, Aida, and Salah to talk about the main pillar of the data center. I hand over to first. Linux will be run first.
Thank you, Keling.
All right.
Thanks for the nice introduction. I believe you all have some basic idea of what is the cloud and how you use it and the data center. So okay, for my team, let's have a brief introduction of myself. I'm Lennox. Well, as you can see, that LinkedIn, the information on myself. you can connect me through there. LinkedIn is also part of Microsoft for information. I graduated as a Bachelor of Science, Mathematics and Computer Science in University of Adelaide. I'm a certified PMP since 2011, with around 28 of years of IT experience across public listed companies, government sector, oil and gas, and DC deployment. Yeah. Okay, today I'm going to cover the data center technician. What is it about? Okay, well, in data center technician, we serve as the eyes, the ears, and the to feel. To feel meaning that if it's hot, data center, they can't stand any heat. All right. So we are the site representative to monitor and to support the system. So as said, AI is there, but I think we need a physical appearance at the site in case we need to change of hard disks, upgrade of equipment, is there any failure of equipment we need to replace. Those are the things that we need hands-on. And yes, we are the team that is supporting all this. Of course, I think data center is 24/7, as mentioned just now by Keng Ling. Well, imagine your phone without services. The apps are down, you cannot use your touch and go, your bank app is down. That serves as a disaster. So our team here is the at-site people that will respond to any disaster. So we have SLA, meaning that any outbreak of disaster will need to be at site within 2 hours, 4 hours, depends on the severity of the event. Yeah. Okay. Next, please. Okay. A day in the life of DCT as a DCT. So I think you can run through the slides later on, but I'm just be quick on this and at a high level. I think and we have ticketing system and many alert system to alert us if there is any break fix. Break fix meaning that any failure of equipment will be notified and there will be tickets. Then we can monitor from the dashboard if there is anything. And they are also daily walkthrough ticket that we need to go to the data hall itself to personal see it and experience if there is any abnormal scenario. So morning time, I think that is the time that we do a summary of what are the tasks and organize what are we going to perform for the day. And midday normally will be the one that we really hands-on and then try to carry out the scope of the task of the day for the day. And in the afternoon, normally we'll have some spare times, then we can spare some project management in terms of planning for the future and how to work with other teams. Because I think Microsoft is a huge team. They have counterparts from around the world, and we work with different time zone team, and that's the time that we all try to organize. And also, I think a lot of time we use Team and also email as a collaboration and SharePoint, and we work closely with the team. And one thing, as mentioned, we are a big team. As a technician, communication is one of the part that we must master. Imagine if you run into a ticket with probably like you have problem with the hard disk, but you didn't mention it in the ticket. Then the next team who take over your task might be wondering, hey, what has Lennox done for the past day? What is the issues and things like that. But if you leave in a good notes with meaningful and details of the problems, the next team taking over from yourself will find it a lot easy to tackle the problem or the challenges. Yes. Next, please. So IT career, okay, at the country level as a Malaysia side, I would say that Malaysia, we currently have two regions, which is Kuala Lumpur, Cyberjaya, and also Johor Bahru. So at the country level, I think we have IT technician just now that I'm describing you a day of life as the IT technical support. We also have a DC project manager, which in charge of planning, in terms of power reservations, in terms of tower allocations, and how to work with other network team and security team. That's DC project manager. We also have IT operation manager, which is my role. That is to monitor the performances and to make sure that the team is happy and the communication is done properly with and aligned with the Microsoft global standard. Okay, and for the regional team, okay, sorry. The last one is integration and technical infrastructure. As we are building more and more data center in Malaysia, they are integration and technical infrastructure team. Basically, they are the building teams, the construction team, to make sure that the data center is at the state of the art before they can hand over to the ops team. Ops team is the technician team that we are talking about here. Yes. And for the regional level, yes, we have regional office in Singapore. They are similar position offered in the regional level, but I think that the special highlights that I'm going to go through is that the regional program manager is more towards the planning of the regional, and there are also other opportunities like software engineer and cloud network engineer. This is on the planning of the capacity of cloud, so that we have failover and we have load balancing of the capacity and also the performances as a whole. All right. Next, please. Yep. Over to you, Ada. Salam. Sorry.
Okay, thank you, Linux. Okay, my name is Salam. Okay, my background is electrical, and I'm also registered with Suruhanjaya Tenaga as a chargeman. Also registered as professional technologist. As you can see, my name is start with TS. TS means technologist. And I have 4 years experience in data centers and 6 years experience in building facilities maintenance. Next. Okay, what is critical environment technician do from day to day? Critical environments needs to know everything about mechanical, HVAC, and also for electrical, minimum requirement for Malaysia, we need to have minimum chargeman competencies. So for the cooling, for the power, what we cover is for switchgear, transformer, genset, UPS, and battery systems. This is the infrastructure we need to cover in our data center. For the cooling, also we need to cover for chiller, plant, pump, heat exchanger, cooling tower, chillers, and water treatment. Also for the fire system, sprinkler, pump, hydrant pump, fire extinguisher, and pre-extinction valve. We also cover building management system, actuator valve, all the sensors, humidity, and etc. For CE team, we also cover power quality, power consumption, and also power utilization effectiveness, PUE. And then for our team, we need to do all the PMs, CM, and incidents management. We are recorded in our CMMS. Next slide. Okay, for our day-to-day operation for the morning, same as all technician, we have a morning briefing, what we need to cover for throughout all the day, and then midday we do the preventive maintenance, and at the same time if have incident, we see the severity, we need to cover all the incidents, and afternoon we do the project and collaborate with our vendors, and then throughout the day uptime and safety focus, we need to coordinate with external vendors for specialized maintenance or repairs, ongoing training and specification program. I think that's all for my side. So for the critical environment carrier, country level, we have senior CET, HVAC, BMS. Also we have CE type manager, and we have also CE operation manager, mechanical engineers, electrical engineers, and chargeman. Chargeman is competent person for electrical in Malaysia. And for regional level, we have field service engineers, technical program managers, and CE program managers. So, okay.
Okay, all right. So I believe this is from my turn. Okay, so thank you, Salam, and thank you, Linus, and and also the Asia Foundation. So very good day to everyone. So my name is Arda Rafika. Okay, so you can see that from the slide, I actually graduated with the SCCA qualification. That is a accounting professional. And then I bring with me 17 years of diverse experience in the logistics sector. Okay. Over the years, I have a opportunity to work across different industry and roles. Okay, including the freight forwarding, transportation, supply and demand. So and also the warehouse operation within the retail industry. So my journey has also involved in commercial sales analysis, right? Which has given me a comprehensive understanding of the business landscape. So for the past 3 years, I have been part of a dynamic data center environment at Microsoft, right? So I start my journey as a inventory and asset technician. I think outside we will call as known as a logistic technician also. So for 1.5 year before promoted to the inventory and asset manager until today. So this role has allowed me to combine my passion, okay, for the technology infrastructure with extensive background in logistics and ensuring that our operation runs smoothly and efficiently. So next, please. All right, so let's go to the overview of the inventory and asset management role that inside Microsoft we are calling as a DIAT or logistic technician. So this role actually essential in ensuring that all physical asset in the data center, okay, network devices, server devices are properly tracked and managed. So the team is responsibility for receiving and deploy hardware, as well as handling the RMA process, the warranty process. So we also have the PRD, that is a pre-rack delivery for the server and network rack, and also the DPD destruction. That one is for data bearing device destruction. Okay, so in addition, we also conduct the compliance audits and manage the inventory cycles, to ensure everything is accurate, safe, and fully accountable. So our work keeps the operation running smoothly and support the reliability of our entire data center environment. So next, please. Okay, so generally this is what IM logistic teams handle in their daily routine. I think you guys can can see in the deck. So we start in the very in morning. Okay, we will do the start with a briefing, the safety briefing, because Microsoft is solely focused on the safety. Safety is very important to us in whatever that you did. Okay, so we start with the safety briefing early in the morning, and then we will do the receiving inbound shipment. Then you can see we have updated the inventory, right? So after that, we go to the deployment. We do the manage the RMA and also the warranty process. Okay. We also do the cycle count, right? So on the that afternoon, we will do another round process on the updated our standard operation procedure, and also we can see we maintain our environment in data center with the 5S. Okay, 5S is a sort set in order, standardized, and to sustain. Right, so we also conduct the safety walk. So you can see in the our routine here, we are talking about the safety. That is a main. We can also update the RAMOS. That one is a risk assessment and also method of statements. So throughout the collaboration, we also liaise with more stakeholder. Okay, in the daily. Okay, we are liaise also with the transporter, the internal and external. So by end of our day, I think we will close our whatever that we are done the whole day. Then we make sure that we will prepare for any plan for the next arrangement. So actually the timing may vary depending on the workforce, and sometimes they also need to manage the ad hoc tasks. Right? Okay, next. Okay, so this is what also I said that we are liaise with internal and external, but at the same time we also liaise with the regional collaboration, because our team is we can say that the unique teams, as we are responsible not only for the liaise with internal team across the country, but also for the external communication with other parties to ensure the task run smoothly. So we need to collaborate with our internal operational data center and also pre-ops data center. So the operational data center is day-to-day task. Okay, there is a communication, all those things, and then for the pre-operational data center is actually a teams that pre-ops before the build up the data center. So it's the construction team or operation teams. Okay, next. Okay, in our data center, especially in the Microsoft, we have a well-structured logistic career path that offer the opportunity for the growth at both the country and regional level. Okay, so you can see that country level, we don't have much, but we can still have a data center inventory and asset technician, and also the progress is to become for the data center environment asset management. But after that, we go to the regional level. Okay, there are even more advanced roles. Okay, such as regional inventory asset management. We have also the logistic program manager. We have a logistic operation. We have also have a supply chain program, demand planning, and also the integrated business planning. So this structure, you can see, show that the logistic is not just a supporting function. It is a professional career path with a clear step for the development. So anyone who start in the logistic at the data center can build their skill, take on the greater responsibility and grow into the regional or even the global room. So I'm sure, okay, I think outside certain people who may feel uncertain about the stepping into the data center industry, okay, especially women, all right, so who might wonder if there is a place for them in the field where men are often the majority in the environment. So let me start by acknowledging the reality is yes, okay, all right. So this industry actually has long been male dominated, okay. Many of us have walked into the room where we were the only woman present, okay, and face skepticism and or had to work harder to have our voices heard. But let me assure you, this challenge are not the barrier, okay, for women, but this is the opportunity to lead, innovate, and inspire the change. Right? So if you are worried about the technical demand or the gender bias, I can know that you are not alone. Many people, many women have started in non-technical roles and grow into the leadership position by embracing the continuous learning, seeking the mentorship, as an supporting the each other. So why not there is a no challenge inside the this environment. I think just a one cent advice, so uh, own your strength, your attention to detail, communication skills, and the ability collaborate are invaluable. Okay, I think yeah, I think that's all. Next. Yes.
Hey, thanks, Aida, Salam, and Inox for the detailed description. So basically, let me have a conclusion on what we're trying to explain to all the audience here, right? So today, hopefully in half an hour, we cover giving some perspective to all the audience here. Basically, data center, typically Microsoft branding is more towards the software, but the team here, what I'm trying to give you another perspective here, there's another few discipline to supporting the data center backbone, the infrastructure, for us to provide the supporting the software and also the network, I think the cloud service to all the people around the world, right? So we have there's a three main pillar here: IT operation team, Linux team. We talk about all the IT related to the big fix. Inventory is very important because we need someone to keep track all the inventory, all the rack and so on. And of course, we had a 24/7 team. We keep the system stable and uptime to make sure we don't have a downtime. We make sure the 24/7 system support throughout the whole world, right? So this is the conclusion summarize that I want to conclude. I open, if you have any question from the floor, I open to the Q&A. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Yap, and team Arda, Abdul Salam, and Lennox for sharing a little bit about the work that you've been doing, as well as the challenges and the opportunities that you felt throughout the way. Perhaps what we can do now is open it up to some Q&A. There are a few more slides available in terms, and these are photos from data centers, as well as some videos that we can share with you later. So later on after the session, we'll be sending an email out with some of these resources. But perhaps what we can do next is share some of the questions. We have a couple of questions in the chat, but before we get there, perhaps I just wanted to say something that resonated with me when Arda, when you said about owning your own strength, right? I do think that what we've heard today is really also about many different people from different different sectors and then joining the data center industry. So perhaps my first question would be to the panel in general. How much do you think like general transferable skills are important in joining the data center industry versus having a situation where you're already trained specifically for this?
Thanks.
Oops.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Thanks, Nadia, for the great question. I'll try to pick on this. If you go through the profile that we have from Ida, Ida will be have a background from the accountant. That's a proof that how from a different background can be leading a logistics manager, right? I think that is hopefully some precedent is set for that. Salam also have a different background in electrical, but he have taken some competency in according to Malaysia law. So he joined as a competency. Today we hiring Salam not because his background, it's because the competency that he require. They show that how the knowledge can be developed and be transferred and join us. Lennox also background is more to a project manager. I think Dance is from the project manager background. He leading us. Now he be a site manager for me to managing all the southern region. So all this is been demonstrated is Microsoft. You go through our mission statement. We empower everyone on the planet to do more, and also we have a very strong culture, growth mindset, and also the value. That is more important for us to evaluate one person on the transform them to join Microsoft. Hope it will answer your question, Nadia. Right?
Definitely. That sounds really, really interesting. Yeah, I think generally, a lot of times with the data center industry, people are a little bit hesitant, thinking whether or not they have specific skills that you're needed. We have a question from the one of the participants saying like, what are the things that they need to keep in mind when stepping into the data centers field, especially as a fresh graduate students? What should they prepare? How should they prepare themselves for a career in data centers?
I think the first thing is I will say because data center just now I mentioned, right? First thing we need to very have a high tight security. That requires certain people to follow procedure. I think this is number one criteria because we can't have someone here keep on don't follow the rules, the house rules, and so on. This is, I think, typically, I think it's not a very hard to fulfill. We have a high discipline, just follow the process. The same on all these, the three pillars I mentioned, IDA, the logistic, the CE, all these things. We have a very established run book, the process. We review globally across the region and so on. What we hope from all the fresh grad or someone to join us, they need to understand the run book. We go through the program about 3 months to 6 months. Then we have our internal trainer to certify them to make sure they comply to that. Then after that, we will be put them on the actual production. Typically, the process they will go through for the fresh grad, right?
Okay, so what I've heard is that generally there are so much resources available once you join, but before you join, what's most important is to have that process thinking mindset, right? To recognize that you have to follow one step after another and collaborate between the different teams across all the pillars within Microsoft data center teams. Thank you so much. And maybe this is a question we have for everyone, if everyone can share a question from one of the participants to ask, what is your favorite part of your job? What do you enjoy most about your job? So if I could get Arda, Lennox, and also Abdul Salam to share in addition to, yeah.
Okay, my part. My part, the best parts in Microsoft, I like the design. First things, I in love with the Microsoft design. We use most latest technologies in Microsoft. I love it. I love the UPS systems. We are using lithium ions. You are not using VRLA. I like the systems, the technologies.
I see. So being at the cutting edge of research and technology is something that you find very, very exciting. Yeah. So if you do have for our participants out there, if you do have that feeling too that you want to be on the cutting edge, then maybe a career in data centers is for you. Lennox, if you don't mind sharing with us.
Hey, hi. So, for me, I think since young I've been using Microsoft products from Windows, Office, but now I think the latest trend is in AI. So AI, what is there to power AI? It's very surprising, right? You know, through your use of your phone, you key in, you use Copilot, then you key in a questions, you prepare
Mm-hmm.
the solutions. I
Yeah.
would say probably 80% or 90% of the solution to you within minutes. All
Yeah.
right. I think what's powering this is data center. So I think for us, I think Microsoft it's still in the leader quadrant of in terms of the AI. So we need state of the art NVIDIA chips. I believe everyone you know NVIDIA. So we need state of the art network. We have 400G, we have failover, we have all of the state of the art from network, from security equipments, and to the processor. We have the best, and it is a privilege that we can hands-on them and then power them out and then see them performing, and that is something miracle, I would say. Yeah.
I see. So you are like able to see behind the curtain, right? Like,
Yeah,
so
yeah,
you know
yes.
when I am engaging with AI, it really is magic, right? It just kind of appears. And in your teams with the Microsoft Data Center work that you do, you are able to understand exactly how that magic happens. Thank you so much. Next, can we have Arda sharing what's the best thing about your work?
Okay, I think first of all, I think everyone know because I think I have a lot of experience in logistics. So when we're talking about logistics, we are talking about the trucking, we are talking about the carton, the pallets, all the shipments. But when you come to the data center, okay, you will not only touch on that. We also, but if you ask me now if I can do the break fix, I think I can say that yes, I can do the break fix even though I don't have experience in IT in the technologies, but because of I joined the Microsoft, so I need to know what is the inside of the networks, server racks. So all those things that we receive, okay, to for the our team, our stakeholder, the network device, this server device. So we need to know what is the function for each of the device. So generally you can say that now you know what is the cable, what is the devices that you use, what is the fans. You can say that regarding the motherboard. So you know everything actually. But for certain not too deep, but actually for the what can 20% or 30% that whatever that DCT our IT technician do, we also can uh, join them also, right? That is the most important interesting things that you can see when you go to the inside to data center and you need to liaise with every people. And even though in terms of the CE, the critical environment also, previously I don't know about the genset, I don't know about the UPS, but currently I know when they're talking about the UPS, they are talking about the air conditioner, they're talking about the coolant. So that is already inside my mind. So that is our blood inside our blood. So yeah, that is a very interesting. That you just open your mind to receive whatever that you have in the data center. Actually, yeah.
Yeah, thank you so much for that reflection. And I think, you know, the reality is the tech that is happening. Not everyone has experience because some of the tech is really so cutting edge, right? So
Yes.
it really is an opportunity. If you have interest in working in tech, it really doesn't matter if you're currently in a business program or you're currently in a non STEM program. You can start somewhere and kind of see how you can move forward. And I do think there are also an increasing amount of not only programs like Skills to Work that help pathways, but also available projects and self-guided programs that you can do for yourself online. And from what we heard from Yap just now also, that what they're looking for is the ability to get stuff done, right? So it really is of course, in some cases about the specific chargement certificates, but also at the end of the day, it's the competency to get things done. So last one with you, Yap, what is your the best part of your job?
Yeah, I think sorry, the echo. So my
Yeah.
best part is what I'm so satisfied with this is number one, I'm being attached to Microsoft value and culture, which are growth mindset. What I feel when I join Microsoft, I will feel that every day I'm learning new thing. I think something is good to on my own personal achievement, right? Imagine you work a company, you don't have a innovative to have a improvement, or later we also behind the thing. That momentum is really tied back to my own goal, which I feel is very very aligned, right? Continuous improvement and the growth mindset. And secondly, I think the team also touch back. I think my peer also tell you, here Microsoft, we actually provide the collaboration across the function. You can see my background is a technical, but you see, I also collaborate with an IT person, with a logistics person, with the CE person. This is something I think is very unique, right? I think this is two key points I'm going to share with all the audience here today. Thank you, Nadia.
Thank you so much. We have one question in the chat, and it's a very specific question. So I'm going to open it up to the floor. And the question is, how does someone from DC construction development maneuver into DC operations in facilities management? So perhaps the larger question here is, how is the movement in between pillars and in between business groups in Microsoft? If any of you could share your reflections.
Okay, let me share my thing. Okay, throughout my career, I also involved in design, construction, and operation throughout my thing. But of course, most of the time, I'm being assigned in operation. Okay, let me share my perspective about thing. In Microsoft, we call it pre-ops. Anything before for operation, it will be managed by the pre-op team, which is construction team, design team, and so on. We are in the operation stage, we do on. To answer the person question, will someone have a pre-ops experience, how to transform to here, right? So the best part is they have a good understanding about the design because they built the thing. The only thing this person or she or him, right, he need to have the patience to run operation. Because operation, we are talking about managing or to identify find the shortfall of the design and troubleshoot and keep it sustained. So there's a different perspective. If that person only talking about objective to build and not only talk about the sustainable, then it'll be difficult. If someone have the mindset, they want to see how they've been sustained, then they can enroll in the operation. That is my personal view.
I see. That's an interesting reflection that yeah, it really is about what your personal kind of goals and what drives
Yeah.
you. And I think this applies to across all industries, across all job scopes, right? Like to identify within yourself, what do you think will bring you the most general feeling of contentment with your career. And I do think at the point that we are in now, people can really kind of move careers much more than perhaps our parents' generation. Thank you so much. We have a couple more questions coming in, but to be mindful of time, what we'll do now, we'll also show the QR code for the feedback. So thank you so much to our speakers today. I will kind of continue with a few more questions as we go along. It was such a pleasure to hear from all of you, Yap, Abdul Salam, Arda, and Lennox. For our participants here today, please feel free to continue using the chat to put in questions, and I will get to them one by one. Meanwhile, if you would like to get your certificate for the program, what you will need to do is scan this QR code And from there, you can answer a couple of questions about your experience. Please do share with us any emerging areas that you would be interested to hear from us on panels coming in later on. Okay, I have a couple more questions here. Let me see. And we have a question coming in from Yong Xing Te. The question on hearing a lot of news about data center expansions in different areas, not only for Microsoft, but also for other companies as well. And the question of what it means for people looking for tech-related jobs and a future in technical career. Perhaps, of course, at a general sense, I would say the building of data centers in a particular area definitely comes with a large number of jobs, steady jobs. But if anybody can share perhaps some experience, if any of you moved areas in order to join an area that was getting more data centers, or yeah, what was your experience in terms of the community that you lived in and how it interacts with the data centers? And perhaps while waiting for more questions to come in, I can share a little bit about some of the
Okay.
oh, sorry.
Nadia, let me try to understand the question. First of all, specific on the Johor region, on what we
Yeah.
have our competitor or other industry and so on. First of all, the data center, we need to differentiate between the computer room and data center. I think that is something this person that you wrote, because that one I'm not sure whether the person will ask this question, he want to know about it. Okay, computer room, let me give some perspective. Computer room, let's say I got a hunger staff, right? I got a small computer room. I will actually will be employing a IT manager, we call it, or MIS in a technical term, right? He manage for me. He will purchase the server. He have some network from A to Z. The problem you localize, but we are running cloud. Cloud, that means you do have all these small computer room. This small computer room will be all being merged into the big data center. So Microsoft, right, us, Google, AWS, and Microsoft providing cloud service. So we consider all these things, then we're managing all these things. So the career path that someone want to venture to IT, right? The future trend is data center. It's not about computer room, right? I think that is something I need to provide some platform to you. Like the data center that we built in Johor, we are not serving only Malaysia. We are serving maybe across Southeast Asia region, or maybe up to the thing and so on. Because now with all the internet, with the subsea cable, the world almost like borderless. We can sit here, the data can reach in India maybe in a millisecond, right? It's not the issue,
Yep.
right? So hopefully I'll answer this question to this gentleman.
All right. Thank you so much to everyone who has joined us today, and of course, once again to our distinguished speakers. I think today, when I think about our session today, one of the things that came to mind is how wide the variety of roles are, and also the breadth of experiences that team members have brought to the role. So I do think that the industry is really very multi-layered, and as some of us shared just now, it really is on the cutting edge of technology right now. Sorry about that. And through the sessions that we had today, the discussions, like I said, we'll be sharing with you some materials later for you to think about whether or not a career in data center is a career for you. We have 1 or 2 minutes left. If any of the members from Microsoft have any final words, otherwise, thank you so much, and hope to see all of you in the next session soon. Any final words from anyone? Okay. Yes. All right. Thank you so much, everyone.
Thank
Take
you.
care
Thank you.
and
Thank
see you
you.
at the next session.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye.